Hello everyone, this is Jeremy Lovett with your weekly video message. This week I taught a class called Contract Law and Finance Deals. Every time I teach this class, it reminds me of how many different ways there are for the buyers to get out of our Arizona residential purchase contract. There's a million different contingencies built into this for our buyers to get out, and that's kind of good and bad for us depending on who we're representing within the transaction. If we're representing the buyers, there's a few great ways for you to kind of put your buyers at ease and help them understand that they do have outs along the way. If you're representing the sellers, it's important that they know that there are these outs for the buyers and how the sellers can kind of shrink the time frames on these outs. There's quite a few of them, but I want to go over a few of the more prevalent ones. Obviously, there's the 10-day home inspection period, but within that inspection period, you want to make sure that you get the borrower HOA information, insurance information, as well as getting their appraisal started as well, because the HOA, the insurance, and the appraisal all have their own contingency periods that start after receipt of those reports. So if your buyer doesn't get the HOA, the appraisal, and the home insurance taken care of within the inspection period, they're actually going to have well into the contract period with these extra contingencies that are available for them there. There's a few others, but the one that lasts the longest is going to be the financing contingency. The financing contingency is good all the way till 3 days prior to close of escrow. 3 days prior to close of escrow, we're supposed to have docs at title. If we don't have docs at title, the seller really should be sending over a cure notice, otherwise they're automatically agreeing to extend the close of escrow without sending that cure out. So it's important that you, for the buyers, let the buyers know that they do have these outs, including the financing contingency all the way out till 3 days before closing. And for those sellers, make sure that they know what these outs are. Make sure you close those timeframes down as much as possible. And very specifically on that financing contingency, if your buyers do not have those loan docs out to title 3 days before close of escrow, if you're representing the seller, very important to send that cure notice over. Otherwise, you're just agreeing to extend. If you send that cure notice over, you're going to get information from the lender on what the delay is. Maybe you can negotiate with the buyers to get a per diem charge or maybe some hard earnest, but just make sure you're looking out for that. If you want details on all the other contingencies or just have any questions for me, give me a call at 480-744-6040. Thanks.